Welcome to our one of best in the world.
We're back and it feels so good. Here we're home away from home at the Chesapeake Employers Insurance Arena in beautiful Baltimore, Maryland. Ian Riccaboni, Caprice Coleman coming to you live on Honor Club and all around the world on pay-per-view for Best in the World Caprice. The titles are on the line tonight. So many huge matches. But we have an important announcement to kick things off. Because of his accident, Tracy Williams was hit by a car in his home in Brooklyn a few weeks ago. The Maryland State Athletic Commission has not authorized him to compete, but
the tag team titles will still be defended as Jay Lethal takes his place. So the tag team titles still be on the line tonight.
And speaking of Jay Lethal, there you see the graphic that makes it official. The Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships, Violence Unlimited with their shot against the Foundation. Also, Jay Lethal, first time ever against Brody King.
Absolutely. We also have an Imperial title championship. Mike Bennett gets his shot against Jonathan Gresham.
And that's not the only title on the line. Of course, the Ring of Honor World Television title on the line. The 25th champion, Tony Devin, takes on the 23rd champion, who says he hasn't lost it, Dragon Lee. And from there, another title match, Caprice.
The six-man tag team titles on the line. Shane Taylor Promotions have been champions for a long time, but Dalton Castle has put his own team together. Can they win the championship tonight?
Huge grudge match. Last man standing. Silas Young 3-0 last man standing bouts. He takes on Josh the Goods Woods, the technical beast.
Yeah, it should be the last real man standing, though. But the tag team champions are back together. Well, the Briscoes, I think they will be tag team champions again, but they have to go through Johnston and Black to get there.
And here you see it, a huge grudge match. EC3 trying to find out if honor is real. Flip Gordon trying to prove that it's not. That's going to be a heck of a match in the world title rankings. And that is what it's all about, Caprice. The Ring of Honor World Championship here tonight. First time two athletes from Mexico will compete for that title in the main event of the pay-per-view.
Who do you have?
Okay, well, I'll tell you later, because in hour one, we have some huge matches, including a lot of tonnage. The Bouncer versus PCO and Danhausen.
And we're giving away hour one for free.
We sure are. And we're kicking things off with a grudge match. Rey Horus, Flamita, two men, former Mexa squad brethren. They're going at it one-on-one to kick things off here in hour one of Best in the World.
And that's right now.
This match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, wrestling out of Tijuana, Mexico, weighing 181 pounds, Rey Horus.
Rey Horus 1-0 on pay-per-view, former six-man champs with the man in the main event here tonight, Bandito, the challenger, and his opponent, Flamita. And they broke the record for longest six-man title reigns. Of course, it was during the pandemic, a little bit of an asterisk, if we're being fair, but Horus has proved that he is a force in single competition. Challenge for the TV title, he's right there in the mix, but this is a bit more of a grudge match than really a rankings match here, Caprice.
You know, both these guys have win over formidable opponents because Flamita has a win over Bandito.
Right, and Flip Gordon.
Yeah, and Rey Horus has a win over Dalton Castle on pay-per-view.
Amazing, these two men both trying to climb the ranks and doing just that. But it's this new attitude from this man, the darkness, the clouds that are over him, that propelled that attack on Bandito.
Sometimes it's the attitude that makes the difference, Riccaboni, and this is a whole nother Flamito.
His opponent, wrestling out of Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 185 pounds, Demonic Flamita.
And the crowd, the boos raining down on Demonic Flamita. 3 consecutive singles wins. He's number 3 in the television title rankings. He got to the finals of Survival to the Fittest by defeating Rey Horus. But let's talk about some of these other wins. We talked about Horus, but what about his win over Bandito? What about his win over Flip Gordon? These are verifiable world title contenders.
Well, when you talk about it, Bandito's wrestling for the world title tonight, and Flip Gordon's the #1 contender. Would this match be like a #1 contendership type match?
I would have to say, even though the grudge match element is here, Rey Horus trying to avenge Bandito, his good friend, after the beating, the sore loser that Flamita was at the Survival of the Fittest qualifier. And here we go, Horus. Whoa! Off the ropes, back heel kick.
This is how you start a pay-per-view.
That slides under him, goes under him here. And now Horus charging in, popped up to the apron. Up and over through the rope sends Flamita now. And Oris with the clear advantage. And that's what you get when you attack somebody.
Whoa!
And I've been waiting for that, Caprice.
You know what I've been waiting for? The roar of the crowd behind moves like that.
And Rey Oris delivering a beautiful Hurricane Rana. And fans are already talking about this on social media. They're using the hashtag ROHBITW. We're going to be checking in throughout the night. There you see the hashtag as Rey Oris has to compose himself. You know, is there danger, Caprice? Ooh, I know these men have such adrenaline going. I have adrenaline too. I feel like I've been shot out of a cannon. But is there danger in maybe going to some of your big moves too fast early on in the match?
Well, you know what? There might be danger, but when you're in there, you're trying to survive as well. You have a game plan, but your other person has a game plan as well. So it's who is able to impose their will. And Flamita has been able to do that in the past. So Rey Oris has to do what he has to do to get a win. And this is what he feels he has to do.
Oh, great strategy there by Rey Oris. Able to slow down Flamita, coming right at him. No stopping. Oris, they take that back as the drop kick sent into the mat.
Well, that's why it's called a high-risk maneuver, Riccaboni.
And this is something after 17 months of no crowds, after hundreds of matches in this very building, Chesapeake Employers Insurance Arena. To hear the crowd, I've had a tear in my eye coming out.
Absolutely.
And right now, the crowd just letting Flamita have it, as they should. This man, viciously, again, a sore loser, was eliminated in the final of Survival of the Fittest by Bandito. Takes it out on him, almost incapacitated for the match. Ooh. And he's the one that broke up Mexa's squad, as we see a disrespectful pin. Give me a break.
Sometimes you see people go against each other, Riccaboni, and you realize, like, together they could be a great team. And that's what I look at when I see here. These guys were a great team, probably one of the best teams in Ring of Honor with cohesiveness. And now they're against each other.
And it was Flamita the one that kind of lost faith. You know, Bandito, he had COVID-19, came back. It's a great success story. Rey Oris doing great things in single competition. Flamita maybe felt like he was the odd man out when they lost those 6-man titles to STP. And this is a darker Flamita, a different attitude. And he slowed this match down, which is odd to say, because usually, like you said, he's the one to ramp things up.
Well, you can think about it, man. He's going after the mask.
Yeah, mascara means mask in Spanish. Even I know that. He's going right after the mask.
It doesn't get any more disrespectful than that, to try to demask a fellow luchador.
And it's practical too. It gave him enough seconds. Instead of trying to get himself out of the trio, he was tugging at the mask so he could see. 2. And it gave him that extra moment to land.
It's an insult and distraction at the same time. And it shows you how important that mask is, because they would rather put that mask back on than to have it taken off and get hit.
And a kick down, we're checking in hour 1. Lori Blevins checking in, so nice to see a crowd. She's saying as Oris delivers a chop, R-squared, we missed you too, we love you. Thanks for joining us in hour 1 as Flamita with a big open hand chop across the chest.
I even missed this, man. We interacting with the crowd while we're working at the same time. This is amazing.
It's incredible. As we see the boot to the throat under the jaw. Gary Ward checking in. We love you, Gary. All is right in the world with Carrie Silken back ringside. I agree 100% as Flamita maintains control here.
Now, I wonder if Flamita slowed things down because Horace is moving too much for him.
Yeah, with Horace, he is so fast. He is so unpredictable with the quickness, the agility, the fast feet. There, you see it right there. Horace going to the middle. Instead, Flamita catches him, drives him into the corner. And Flamita is a strong, powerful man. He's got that low base, that low center of gravity, and that huge upper body.
He's definitely trying to impose his will on Rey Oris, and I think he's doing it in efforts to slow him down.
You see a kick to the chest there, get some separation. Oris, wow! Twisting body scissors sends Flamita out.
This is the type of momentum that he's trying to cut off.
Off the ropes, Oris. Great misdirection. Goes to the corner. Flamita not looking!
Wow!
And Oris with no hands.
I don't know what's more exciting, that move or watching the crowd react to it.
crowd to their feet. We're going to take a look at the replay here. Look at Horus. Misdirection. Flamita thinks he's not attacking him. And then look, Mod, no hands.
My God.
And hip to shoulder, getting the maximum impact on that dive is Rey Horus.
A lot of times you land on somebody like that, man, you feel so much pressure in your shoulders and your head area. It's definitely major impact, and it keeps you from doing what you want to do.
And if you're joining us for the first time, there's a 20 count on the outside for Ring of Honor as the competitors get back in at 9. It's
wow! He spiked him on his head with that one.
And he's feeling the crowd, hooks the leg. 2. Just a 2 count there. And I love that cover. Nothing wrong with the cover there. Maybe a little bit with the showboating. Maybe that's something we're going to have to look out for. Is the crowd going to get into people's heads here tonight? But a nice tight cover.
The crowd would definitely be a factor tonight, but I think it's going to be an advantage for a lot of people that miss him.
And listen to this response. I was curious to see how the fans would react to some of the stars that maybe just debuted before the pandemic or debuted during the pandemic. The crowd really coming alive for Rey Horus, who joined us at the end of 2019.
Well, I see them mistake about it. They've been watching us the whole time. Ring of Honor has kept it going during the pandemic, and this is a result of it.
We're so thankful to be here with you here tonight, hour 1. Thanks for joining us. Ian Riccaboni, Caprice Coleman, Flamita up and over from Horus. Horus now trying to close the gap. It's Flamita, shot to the midsection, and it's Flamita who plants Horus.
Almost a return in favor, like a one-upmanship.
Flamita with a big power bomb. 2 and just a 2 count there.
I'm gonna blame that all on the cover that he chose to use. He had the weight displacement right, but he wasn't holding it down. He was too cocky with it.
See one of our great fans, Ultra Liger. Always with us here in Baltimore. I saw Terry, the streamer guy. I saw Ryan Sullivan, one of the great fans.
Wow,
as well.
did you see the way he ascended?
like an elevator. Flamita making sure he's got his balance. Whoa!
Took too long.
Frog splash onto the shins.
Now what happened there was the crowd was booing him and he looked at them. That split second is what cost him.
And this is going to be interesting throughout the night.
Yeah.
The crowd is into it. They are on fire here.
This is the impact that the crowd has on wrestlers, man. It's almost a distraction for guys like Flamita, but it's endurance, it's power for guys like Rey Horus.
Horus back up to both knees.
Hit me.
Ooh. Ooh. Forearms connecting. It's Flamita up to his feet first, but Horus with a slight reach advantage. Lays one out on Flamita, who returns volleying, and now it's Horus. Horus winding up, nobody home. Fakes him out with the back fist. Gets him with a straight right. Inteligente, as Flamita would say. Off the ropes. Touch the right. Waistlock here, doesn't let go. Holds on, that time connects with a spinning right. Horus, though, off with his head. Flamita again.
The way Flamita keeps cutting Horus off, it reminds you how much he knows Horus. He knows his playbook.
Wow! And Horus plants him again with the DDT. Can he capitalize? Cover, 2 and...
That's the second high impact on the neck area in a short amount of time. You have to know that that's draining your opponents so much. You can't take too much impact to the head.
And Horus looking to the corner here. Rallying the crowd behind him, and they oblige. The crowd loves Rey Horus here in Baltimore. Ooh, Flamita, though, not going to let him hit that easy.
Horus is trapped.
Flamita's so strong, too. Yeah. Create some space. Separation obtained here. Flamita with an enziguri. Oh, God. Wow! Double knees from the Muscle Buster! And a super kick takes Horus down!
Have to do it, Riccaboni!
2 and... Whoa! Just the 2 count.
Riccaboni, this is our first match!
And Flamita's back to his feet. Good on Flamita for going for the kill here on Horus. Has him up and over. Plays him. 2.
That's it.
Got him. He got him.
Winner of this match, Rey Horus.
And Rey Horus a couple of weeks ago at the final of Survival of the Fittest, avenging his friend. Oh, come on! Give me a break!
Some things never change, Riccaboni.
The stripes on a tiger are indeed hard to change.
I kind of feel like this is the way Flamita just was. He was waiting for an opportunity to be this.
And Oris with yet another huge victory. This is gross. We need... I don't know if we can get some help out here. Demonic Flamita. Again, he's a sore loser. That's what this is all about. Flamita. As we get some help for Ray Oris right now, fans, we're going to take a look at what led to the Ring of Honor World Championship match, our main event here tonight at Best in the World. Eli is hanging on. Oh, Eli tapped it. Eli tapped.
That's it.
And Bandito will challenge Rouge for the world title at Best in the World.
Rouge, esta oportunidad no la voy a desperdiciar. Es lo que he esperado en Ring of Honor. Y tú no me lo vas a quitar. I see you in Best in the World.
Ferocidad, agresivo, fuerte. Those are the words that come to mind when I think of the world champion Rouge. He's a beast. He's a rampaging animal. He's a literal white bull. I don't know, when I think of Bandito, what are the words? Barato, suertudo. You're lucky that you even get an opportunity to step in the ring with a man like Rouge. The Dinastia Munoz began in 1991. It's culminated with the world champion Rouge. And together, we've created LFI. And LFI is a weapon, so Bandito, be grateful. Don't overstep your bounds. You don't possess the bloodline to step in the ring to beat a man the quality of Rouge.
Tú provienes de una dinastía en México muy grande. Pero Bandido se ha esforzado, ha trabajado demasiado para poner y tener un nombre en Estados Unidos. Hagamos que México se sienta orgullosos.
Don't you understand that we've made Ring of Honor all of our company? No pasa nada, perros.
En Best in the World te voy a demostrar quién es el más buscado.
Do you understand me? I don't think so.
Ring of Honor World title on the line here tonight. Here you see LFI entering the building on the left. Dragon Lee, who could walk out the TV champ, the world champion Rouge, Kenny King, and the patriarch, La Bestia del Ring. Could be a huge night for them here tonight, Caprice.
What is this, bring your own chair?
Well, Bestia has used that before in this building. It should be a heck of an encounter. The Ring of Honor World Championship on the line, Caprice. I don't know which match I'm excited for the most, though. We got the world title, the TV title, the six-man title, the pure championship. We haven't even talked about that yet, but I think what's most interesting, we saw Dragon Lee. That TV title is a title that he thinks he never lost.
And I'm kind of on his side about that one. He never lost it. He had to defend it. It had to be defended, kind of like the tag team titles have to be defended tonight.
His older brother Rouge will defend the world title, and Dragon Lee an opportunity to win the television title back. The 23rd champion, Dragon Lee, the 25th champion, Tony Deppen. Should be a heck of an encounter, a rematch from Final Battle, except this time, Tony Deppen's got fresh legs. So let's take a look at what's led to that match right now, the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. Trap the leg!
He's trapped! He's trapped! New champion! New champion! New champion!
Underdog. That's all I've heard since I've been here. But this belt tells me the underdog's a lie. I am not an underdog. I am the Ring of Honor Team B champion and best in the world. Dragon Lee, you and I again. I took you to your limits at Final Battle, and I came up short. I'm not coming up short again. So kill me or be killed.
And tell
Yeah. What? You know who it is, Riccaboni.
Well, this is a man who was put into an unenviable situation, having to defend both the tag team titles and the television title on behalf of Dragon Lee at the 19th anniversary. Dragon Lee had ruptured his eardrum. His doctors warned him he could risk permanent hearing loss had he flown with the ruptured eardrum. Kenny King, stepped up. He stepped to the plate to defend the titles, or else they would have been stripped.
Baltimore, before I get into it, let me just get this out the way. It's been a long time, hasn't it? I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready because these men and women behind me have been waiting to do this for you for over a year. I hope you're ready because these men and women are going to come out here and blow your doors off and show you that this has always been the #1, the best, the top company for pro wrestling. Baltimore, welcome back to Ring of Honor.
I can dig that.
Absolutely.
Now that we got that out the way, let's get down to business. In case you don't know, or in case you just slow, my name is Kenny, K-I-N-G, King! And I'm what you might call the consigliere for the most dominant faction in pro wrestling today, La Facción Ingobernable. And my duties as consigliere, well, they include sometimes going in that ring and cracking skulls with the best of them, and sometimes they include wearing $1,000 suits and making moves behind the scenes. So tonight, because there are no championship opportunities for me, I will not be competing in that ring. Look, I get it, right? But the bottom line is, if the gold ain't on the line, your boy Kenny King ain't got the time, you know what I'm saying? But this is what I will do. I will come out here and play fortune teller. I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen. What's going to happen is LFI is gonna run the table. We coming home with all the gold. And I can say that because I'm here. Bestia del Ring is here con la silla, like a good chairman. And I can tell you this. Matter of fact, let's get down to it. Let's get down to the World Television title match. Let's talk about the champion. That 97-pound sack of kangaroo crap that I like to call Tony Deppen.
Oh, come on.
Against the young, the dangerous, el hombre del fuego, mi hermanito, Dragon Lee. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now that Tony Deppen has about as much chance as beating Dragon Lee as the Baltimore Ravens do at beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wow.
And we know that ain't gonna happen.
Wow, he changed the script kind of fast, didn't he?
And
That's what he
since we
did.
talking championship talk, and I know y'all don't talk that very often around here,
Whoa.
but I'm gonna get my Joe Namath on right now. Cameraman, look at me. I guarantee that Dragon Lee will leave here tonight as World Television Champion. And how can I say that? Because I know, and you know, that LFI is a weapon. And after we get done stepping on Tony Deppen, Bandito is a próximo cabrón that we're gonna teach a lesson. Bandito, you're a scrub. You're a peasant. You won your opportunity from a contest, survival of the fittest. You don't belong in the ring with El Toro Blanco Rouge, El Campeón del Mundo, El Ingobernable Mayor. Boy, I'll come out there and slap you. Don't you talk no nonsense.
Kid is on fire.
The fact of the matter is LFI will become dominant because it's open season on you if you're not an LFI. It's open season. We will make you bend the knee. We will make this entire company our empire because like my dog, my brother, the champion Roosh says, no pasa nada, perros, unless we say so.
Kenny King representing LFI right now. Fans, we're going to take a look at what led to the first time ever matchup between Jay Lethal and Brody King.
The more I think about best in the world going into this match with Brody, the more I think of all the similarities between us. Because there are some. I mean, the biggest similarity is the fact that we both care so passionately about the direction of this company that we are willing to go to war. A war not over championships or #1 contenders or rankings, but a war for this company's soul. A war to determine what stands at the forefront, be it wrestling or violence. And Brody, I'll be damned if I'm just gonna lay down and roll over while violence takes the forefront of this company. I'll be damned if I'm just gonna lay down and roll over while blood and destruction takes the forefront of this company. I'll be damned if I'm gonna lay down and roll over while garbage takes the forefront of this company. A company built on, cultivated, and still to this day transcends off the backs of professional wrestlers. And if you can't hang in this world, it's your problem. At best in the world, it can be the start of something, Brody, or this can be the end of something. But I promise, with every fight in my body, this will not end with violence at the forefront. At best in the world, I will prove just that. Wrestling must prevail.
Now, Jay, if you want to say that you are the franchise of Ring of Honor, that you live and breathe Ring of Honor, we're gonna see if you bleed Ring of Honor.
What a matchup that will be, and fans, for the first time since 2006, the Ring of Honor Pure Championship on the line at Best in the World. Jonathan Gresham 10-0 at Pure singles matches, winning them all in different fashion, taking on Mike Bennett, who's 3-0 in the division. Let's take a look at what that led to that match right now. Mike Bennett, in over 20 minutes, your winner here on the Pure Gauntlet on the Collision course for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship.
I'm not concerned at all.
Jonathan Gresham doesn't respect me. He got up from the commentaries table and he said, I don't respect you. You don't belong here. If I had $1 for every time someone in Ring of Honor said to me, you don't belong, every time a Ring of Honor fan said, Mike, you don't belong here, just $1, I would be a very, very rich man. The difference now, I didn't respect those people. Gresham, I respect you. I want to earn your respect.
You know, oftentimes, what a man says is what he wants you to believe. But a man's history, what he's done, his actions can be judged. And Bennett, I know that you are not pure. You joined the Pure division and you climbed the ranks quite fast. And that is impressive. But your rise to the top stops here. Not because you're not good enough, but because I don't respect you and you are not pure.
What this is about is my legacy. What this is about is when they look up and they see the names of Nigel and Punk and Joe and Danielson and yes, the Greshams, that the next name they say is Bennett.
In this division, I am undefeated. In this division, I am unpredictable and you cannot prepare for me.
It's about when I am dead and I am gone and buried and they ask my kids about their daddy, that he won't be talked about as a joke. When they talk about Mike Bennett, they'll look my kids in the eye and they will talk about him with dignity, with respect, with class, with honor. You are the gatekeeper to everything that I want. So at Best in the World, the best way for me to earn your respect and to prove that I belong on that Mount Rushmore of Ring of Honor names is to beat you for the Pure title.
It's going to be a heck of an encounter, and fans, if you are an Honor Club VIP member, you will watch this for free. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, please order it right now. Order Best in the World. But Glory by Honor is coming your way August 20th to 21st for Philadelphia tickets. Right. ROHWrestling.com. And a man who will be in action that night, we're going to go to him right now. He's already in the ring. We're going to take it to Trending with Taven.
I'm just gonna get right to the point here.
Does he look all right?
Last time
I was gonna say that.
we were all here. I mean, I should be excited right now. I should be excited to see everyone, but last time we were here, the righteous sent me on a course to recover from not just one, but 2 surgeries. And since then, in this building, some great things have happened. I mean, I personally returned from injuries. Mike Bennett returned to Ring of Honor. The OGK reunited for the first time in 5 years. But all those memories are ruined because of one person. They're all ruined by a guy that I used to call a friend, I used to trust. And I didn't want to have to do this today, but there's only one way to get out of this situation, it feels like. There's only one solution to this. There's only one way for this to end. And
wait a second. I feel bad to tell you, he hasn't been returning my texts or calls. I have no idea.
You can look at him and tell he's going through something.
And this man and his group has been inside the ring. And the man with the marionette in his hand, these are his puppets. Master, the man who went looking on an orange dream, his journey, the letters he sent. Vincent sending those to Vita Von Star, to Bateman, having them read them on air to try and lure Matt Taven into whatever web they are trying to spin. Caprice, we've been trying to make sense of this for a long time. Vincent defeated Matt Taven here, Final Battle 2019. And it was a heck of an effort from Taven. We knew he was defending the world title with a broken ankle as the champion. And Vincent trying to take advantage of the situation. I thought that was it. I thought that was over. I thought at 19th anniversary, when Dutch made his presence felt at the PAL, when he sent them crashing from the second story, the second floor, through the tables to the floor where both men carved their names and first laced their boots. I thought that was it. But this may never be over, Caprice.
Did you look at this man's just entrance, the way he came to the ring? Do you think he turned like this overnight, or he's always been this way and this was a plan?
Just a touch of madness in his eyes. Vincent adorning the purple, very much so.
This is like euphoric.
Sorry, Dutch, the vessel that Vincent's been communicating through.
Taven, why the long face, man, and the sob story? This is exactly what you wanted. All the people, Taven, Taven, Taven. Come on, help him out, man. Taven, Taven, Taven.
Listen, man. Listen.
No, you listen. Or Mr. Thundermaker here is gonna start barking some fire. It's all about you,
all right,
isn't it, Taven?
All right. Listen.
Remember, the board of directors has said they cannot touch.
It's obvious that this place isn't big enough for the two of us. And that there's only one way for this to end, and I have a contract right here for August 21st in Philadelphia, 2300 Arena. Me and you, we do this one last time, and after that it's over, because win, lose, or draw, I'll leave Ring of Honor forever.
What?
If you agree to this match.
Wow. Who's really winning here, Riccaboni?
Right.
Just sign it. Just sign it.
I can't believe we're seeing this right now.
Can't you see I'm out, man? Can't you see I'm free? I don't want your career, man. That would take all the fun out of this. Dig what I'm saying? Your career doesn't mean a damn thing to me. I built your career, man. Taven, I should have known with your ego you would have came unprepared and didn't bring me what I wanted. But you do have something that I do want.
What?
And that's your shot at the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Oh, he never got his rematch. Wow. Vincent interrupted that with, oh my goodness.
He tried the same thing with Bateman.
All right, hold on. I'm looking around at your goons right now, and I know I'm probably gonna take an ass whooping tonight, but if I put my title shot on the line, then you have to agree that it's just me and you, and that this is the very end. Me and you settle it once and for all, just the two of us.
It's funny you should mention that. You know, you've done everything in the world to me. Doesn't that give me equal right? So, just like you, Taven, locking me away like a rat with rabies in a cage. But I've got the keys now, man. And in Philadelphia, I'm gonna lock us both in the cage.
What? We haven't had a cage match in Ring of Honor in 7 years.
Was this in Philadelphia?
So you're gonna be a righteous man, right? Me and you, one last time, August 21st, I will put my world title shot on the line, and we will do this in a steel cage. Is that what you're saying? Just say yes. You wanted this, I'll give you what you want. I will give you what you want. Say yes.
Yes, man.
Wow, August 21st, Saturday night.
Well, now that you agreed to that, I can't get fired for doing this.
Oh! The match is signed!
But he's outnumbered. He knows he's outnumbered. It's only a matter of time before, it's getting ready to happen.
Takes down Bateman.
Whoa!
Look at the chaos there. Taven with touchdown. Gators all tangled up. Our cameraman, get out of there. Beat him on Star. Oh! And she's up to the outside. Oh! Oh my God!
Did he just make the list?
You don't get...
And we need some help out here. The Righteous taking advantage of Matt Taven.
Well, Riccaboni, Taven knew what he was getting into when he struck Vincent. He knew he was outnumbered. He could have just walked away. He could have just walked away.
Do it now!
Oh no. Bateman.
What are they doing? Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Sending Taven through the neon sign.
Where's Bennett?
Well, Bennett's preparing for the pure title match.
Taven, you buried me for 4 years when I was in the kingdom, but now I'm gonna bury you, but just leave your eyes above the surface so you can watch me become Ring of Honor World Champion. Dig what I'm saying?
And Vincent, Matt Taven, Saturday, August 21st, will be live on Honor Club, Glory by Honor Night 2, and we're being told that's the main event in a steel cage for World Title Shot fans.
This is the plan all along.
And he lured him right into it. Right now, we're going to show you what has led into a match on a quest to find if honor is real or not. EC3, Flip Gordon, talk about another match with world title implications. We gotta give Matt Taven some help. Fans, we're gonna take a look at what has led to that match right now.
At the 19th anniversary, Jay, I had you at your absolute best. You shook my hand because I earned your respect. I earned your respect because though we had a grudge match, I fought you in an honorable way. I fought you because honor is real.
You couldn't beat Jay Briscoe, so now Ring of Honor has put us together. But you know what? Don't worry about it. I've beaten them both alone. So if you need a little assistance, just know I got you out there.
Gordon threw in that chair. Oh!
What? Did you see that?
What the hell was that? EC3 has no idea.
He doesn't know that he did it. He's gonna get the victory. He's gonna get
2.
Oh man.
3. That was Jay Briscoe's chain. EC3 has no idea what has just transpired, and the Briscoes are furious.
Regardless if I like Flip Gordon, the mercenary, or I don't, as a tag team, we were supposed to be there for each other. The objective is to win. Today, we were victorious against the Briscoe brothers.
I really respect that, but I don't think that necessarily applies to the chain that Flip used.
Chain. I will leave in silence, but I assure you, there will be violence.
You want to warn me, EC3? I'm not scared of anybody. Now, I know you may not have liked how I got things done, but I got the job done. Now, I know we don't have to see eye to eye, and I don't see eye to eye with very many people, and that's okay. Because I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money and to become the Ring of Honor World Champion. You're gonna find out exactly why people pay the mercenary, except you're gonna get it free of charge. So now, you've been warned.
It's going to be a heck of an encounter. Fans, if you're watching right now on Hour 1, if you're watching for free on YouTube or Facebook, please go over to Fight TV, Pay-Per-View, or Honor Club to check it out. We have huge title matches, including the 6-man tag team titles, STP defending against Dalton Castle's unlikely team of Dalton Castle, Dak Draper, and Eli Isom, and a huge last man standing match. Silas Young, 3-0 in these bouts, going to take on his former protege, Josh the Goods Woods. Let's take a look at what led to that right now.
Silas's best quality, definitely his dedication to the team. He really cares a lot about how good we do and like our image. I know he cares so much more than anything else on this planet. It's just him and I, me and him, just two guys, one tag.
I've put my needs, my desires, all to the side so I can help you become the performer. Hell, to help you become the person I know you're truly capable of being. I'm going to hurt you in ways that make you question whether you made the right career choice.
Hearing the words as I'm laying there after Silas hit me with a chair, just laying there, and just hearing his words echo in my mind, I was angry. I want to get the piece back that he took from me.
Traps him! Goodness! Look at the armbar! Wait a minute! Wait! He just outsmarted Josh Woods!
You can never beat me fair and square. Josh, I can pin you, or I could submit you in a pure rules match if that's what it takes.
Silas is hanging on! Yep! And that's it! Josh Woods is submitted, Silas Young!
I beat you one time, you beat me one time. You know what? I think that makes us equals, doesn't it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, God! I've been trying to earn your respect. But now that I really think about it, you should have been earning my respect.
Come best in the world, it's a last man standing match. There is no rules to help you. A last man standing match is utter chaos. And when it comes down to utter chaos, no one prospers better than the last real man.
It's going to be a heck of an encounter right now. We're being joined by one of our broadcast colleagues. It is Quinn McKay.
Baltimore, it is so good to see you, and if you're watching along at home, we'll see you very soon. I'm the host of Ring of Honor, and week by week, every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Just a quick reminder, watch the episode with us every Monday at 7 p.m. on Twitter. Tweet along using #WatchROH. Every Tuesday at 1 p.m. we debut week by week, and of course, every Wednesday we have Women's Division Wednesday on our YouTube page. Speaking of the women's division, very excited to tell you that tonight, you're finally going to get to see, along with the rest of the world, the newly minted Ring of Honor Women's Championship. Not only that, you will also get to see the fully fledged bracket for the women's division tournament as it currently stands. Because as we know, there's still one spot left. All of that's later tonight, so please stick around. The best is yet to come for Best in the World. Back to you, Ian.
Thanks so much, Quinn. We're joined by Brian Zane of Wrestling with Regret. Brian, you're here.
I'm so happy to be back here. People are here, best in the world, and this is the best in the world right now.
Great tag team match on tap. 2 tag team matches here, helping to determine the rankings. And here we go. The sounds of Indian Head playing here at the Chesapeake Employees Insurance Arena.
This tag team match is set for one fall with 20-minute time.
Back, Honor Nation's back. Get your own damn beer.
At a combined weight of 728 pounds, Brian Valores, the Beer City Bruiser.
This is our bar. We rule this bar.
Bouncers with a little bit of a mean streak, and Brian, I know you know that Ken Dixon is kind of the ace in the hole now for the Bouncers.
Dixon's become the wild card, the X factor for the Bouncers. They're not the same team that I met a couple years ago when I first came to Ring of Honor. They're bullies now is the best way to put it, to be blunt.
And they had a heck of a record before the break, before the pandemic. Let's see if they can get back on a roll.
Oh boy.
I'm being hypnotized.
Let's turn to a pay-per-view housing.
Their opponents are weighing probably a combined at least 234 pounds. First, Danhausen.
Love that Danhausen. Conan O'Brien's favorite wrestler now has coffee in stores. And he sees his next money-making opportunity, Brian Zane, with this man, a former world champion.
Here's a man who needs no coffee.
Right, just needs a good electrical jolt from his creator, Destro Caprice.
Maybe a car battery will do.
His partner, PCO.
Guys, I have to ask you the question, is Danhausen the smartest creature in Ring of Honor right now? Because he has recruited former world champion PCO to be his monster.
And in this very building, PCO won the, oh my goodness, are you reading what I'm reading? Pepsi Man, it's Danhausen. Hope you've had a very evil day. Parentheses, that's good. I think he's talking to CM Punk, who not only did CM Punk, former Ring of Honor world champion, give Danhausen his blessing to use the knee to the face, which he now calls very nice, very Neville, which CM Punk named.
He got that name from CM Punk. CM Punk blessed him with that.
And Kenta was fighting CM Punk on Twitter to be able to be the one who gave him that name. So this man is on top of the world right now.
There's more of them. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
They're multiplying.
Someone pour water on the guy?
He's been endorsed by many, man. They love this guy. He's very nice, he's very evil at the same time.
PCO and Danhausen, very formidable team. Both of these teams looking to jump into the rankings, looking to electrify the crowd. One team uses car batteries, the other powered by beer. Should be a heck of a bout. Look at those Danhausen. What's the plural of Danhausen, Brian Zane?
Danhausens.
Gonna take a quick look at the tail to take the largest team in Ring of Honor history on one side, and on the other side a team who is probably at least 230 pounds, which is interesting because Danhausen says he's about 400.
Where does that math come from?
Which PCO, that makes PCO what, negative 166 pounds?
Yeah, that also means the Bouncers weigh at least 350 pounds apiece, and you know which one is bigger.
Right. Oh, and Brian Malonis taking out PCO.
He's figuring out which one's bigger.
Sends him down. And of course, fans are loving that Danhausen. We're checking in. We know the hashtag is ROHBITW. There's fans on the Ring of Honor Discord, the Ring of Honor subreddit. On Squared Circle, we appreciate you checking in as well.
Check out Danhausen's tights tonight. Nice pay-per-view housing look.
Yeah, got that big pay-per-view gear. Beer City Bruiser, you can smell his trunks from here.
Well, Dave Honor giving him all that money. Of course he can afford the new gear.
And Ken Dixon with the holster of beer, the holster of Beer City Brews around him. Looks like the Rambo of beer out there as a tag is made to Brian Malonis.
I do admire the Bouncers' newfound aggression and energy. You know, the Bruisers taking Brian Malonis and giving us a mean streak.
Oh!
And look at that right there. That proves it.
I think they needed this. They were looked at so long as just big teddy bears. They're no longer looked at that now. They're mastodons. They're owning the ring. And that's what they're supposed to do a long time ago.
I'm going to point this out, though. You saw that record before the pandemic. That's when they were the big teddy bears.
Right.
I don't know that this is the best move. I mean, these body shots, though, you can't argue with that.
I don't think you will argue with anything in their faces.
No! No, like getting a keg thrown at you.
Wow!
Keg, that's a barrel of
Shotguns the beer. That is Danhausen, former Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion, PCO. PCO's just about done it all here in Ring of Honor. Now I almost said protege, but the charge, no pun intended, of PCO, Danhausen. Nearly 500 pounds. And that can't be good, having Ken Dixon just laughing at you like that. Tag is made. Very deliberate style here from the Bouncers.
Man, Danhausen's taking a lot of the punishment so far. He needs to make a tag to PCO at some point.
And it's shots to the midsection here. It's Danhausen off the row. God.
Nope.
And Danhausen has been training with Speedball Mike Bailey, with Alex Shelley, two men who've competed in Ring of Honor before. He's quite the celebrity. He wants to be quite the wrestler. But he needs to make a tag here, Brian Zane.
There's few men who can dwarf PCO. And right now we're looking at him in the bouncers. But if there's one man who can handle those guys, it's PCO.
And Danhausen might have been able to, but there was a, right at the beginning, great strategy from the bouncers. They dumped PCO to the outside and went right to work, the 2-on-1. And the match has been in trouble ever since for PCO and Danhausen Caprice.
Well, that's exactly what I was getting ready to say. The bouncers came in with a game plan, and the game plan was eliminate PCO and work on Hausen. And it's been working so far.
Has him up on his shoulders. Tag made there to Brian Malonis. Ooh, sends him down. Here comes a big double team. Oh, just taunting PCO.
Oh my God, this hurts.
Here comes the trust fall.
Oh, God. Bruce, how do you even prepare for 500 pounds?
Prepare for, you get pianos and you just let them fall on you. That's what you do. That's how you prepare for that.
Would that snap you out of a hangover? Do you think that would snap you out of a hangover?
It's not a trust fall, it's a trust crush.
Snap you out of a lot of things. Might snap a couple bones. And Danhausen in big time trouble here. Now into the corner, tag made to Beer City Bruiser. And we see the Bruiser going to work. Fans, we are approaching the top of the hour at 8 o'clock. If you're watching us live on YouTube or Facebook Live, you're going to need to join us on Honor Club. You're going to need to join us on Fight TV or pay-per-view. That's where the remainder of Best in the World will take place. Whoa! At Danhausen plants Beer City Bruiser.
The strength from out of nowhere.
That was the release German suplex Hausen. That was amazing.
And look at Danhausen. Fighting valiantly, looking to make the tag, and he does, and it's PCO.
Here comes the Frankenstein.
Big right misses. PCO sends Beer City Bruiser down. Nearly 400 pounds. Oh, and here we go. He's been working on Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and here you see some big chops, and a big right connects.
That's what he needs, more weapons.
Wow! Have you ever seen Malonis taken off his feet by a clothesline?
Wow, big headbutt there.
I cannot believe the strength of PCO. He always impresses me. Look out.
Wow! Cross body. That's new from the repertoire of PCO.
Constantly improving. 52 years old and constantly improving.
The most experienced Ring of Honor World Champion of all time has Beer City Bruiser now on the apron.
Yeah, we know what comes next.
And we talked about the adrenaline in the Flamita Reyes match.
He's always running on adrenaline. How can you explain this?
You just watch and pray.
Oh my God! And we pray and we pray.
And he got beat him at the crossroads. That's it.
Is he gonna go for it again? Oh my God!
Through the ropes, cannonball on Malonis.
Somebody stop this maniac.
Stop who?
And
It's
Danhausen.
Hausen's turn.
Danhausen, as we approach the top of the hour.
He's gonna choke slam him?
In tribute of his favorite wrestler, Kane.
Yeah, right.
Here we go.
Oh, come on. Yeah, right.
Nope. Wait a minute.
Double choke slam.
What? Hold on. Hausen thinks he did it. Hausen thinks he choke slammed him.
That's at least 234 pounds of power.
Wait a second. It's a malfunction.
Oh, and we looking at a malfunction.
I would get out the ring too.
And Danhausen. And there's it looks like Sledge has now made his way down. Sledge has his issues with PCO. As PCO malfunctioning.
Oh, but he's coming after Danhausen. But Danhausen is still controlling him.
Very smart, very evil.
Now Dixon learning with the teeth. Look what he's got there.
Oh, and now he's getting Danhausen to chase after him.
I don't know if it's the safest place for Sledge to be right now. There's so many combustible elements.
I think Sledge is just working. He's just looking. He's getting a closer view. I don't think he's going to interfere.
Oh, God. Whoa, my God. Malonis from the apron.
A large boulder the size of a small boulder just crushed PCO.
And Beer City Bruiser.
What in the world?
He's going for the second rope on the outside.
Air traffic control.
Oh my God! Pulling out all the stops here. Our first time in front of a live crowd in 17 months.
This is 17 months of pent-up energy right now, Riccaboni.
He just dropped the piano on him.
Here it comes.
Oh, and he was about to curse Brian Malonis.
It's not the same.
Put that man down, Brian.
Oh, and Danhausen grabs the ropes. He's back on the apron. Super kick sends him down.
Wait.
Oh! Head scissors into the post.
Momentum working against Malonis. Is that a tag?
Wow, he just said wake up, and he did.
Electricity through the fingertips of Danhausen. Revives PC. Oh, no. Oh, God.
Oh, that took them both out. Sledge still looking on.
That's what you call a necessary risk. He's getting those teeth.
And the teeth.
Oh, he needs them.
He sure does. Oh, the pop kick.
For 3 seconds, Bruiser had a full mouth of teeth.
Oh, here we go. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, he blocked it. Has him up.
Look at the strength. Look out.
Oh, plants him down.
On the teeth.
Very nice, very evil, very teethful. And here we go.
As if things couldn't get
Riccaboni,
chaotic enough.
do I have to say his name?
Who?
Do I have to say his name?
Who?
PCO!
No!
That'll do it, Riccaboni. I promise you that.
Yeah!
The winners of this match, the team of PCO and Danhausen.
Danhausen is now 2-1 on Ring of Honor pay-per-views.
He won.
What? They won.
You heard it here first. Danhausen won.
And a big win that should put this team into the rankings. PCO and Danhausen as Sledge staring a hole through PCO. We're gonna take a look at a replay here as we approach the top of the hour. It's PCO. Ooh, PCO salt across.
Ooh, scares me every time.
The wasted chest, the air going right out of Beer City Bruiser. The cover was all she wrote. PCO and Danhausen, your victors here tonight. Fans, in about 2 minutes, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook Live, you gotta switch over to Honor Club, to Fight TV, or to pay-per-view. That's where the remainder of Best in the World is gonna be.
Look at this.
ROH, oh, look at this. PCO and Sledge going at it. All the titles on the line. The world title, TV title, six-man title, pure title. Brian Zay, we want to thank you so much for joining us here on Hour 1.
Thank you guys for having me. This has been a great start, the best in the world. Still a lot left to go, a lot of amazing matches like you mentioned. I'm blown away by what we just saw here. The athleticism, surprising athleticism from everyone involved.
It's a heck of a night. I want to thank you so much for joining us here on Hour 1. Still so much to come in the remaining. We have 3 hours of satellite time, but we got to get going because the world title will be on the line here tonight. The TV title, the six-man title, the pure title. You don't want to miss it. If you're watching live here on Hour 1 on YouTube or Facebook, switch over ROHHonorClub.com. Brian saying thank you so much as we look forward to our opening match. We're being told the Briscoes will take on PJ Black and Brian Johnson. That's our opening match. As the hour turns,
switch over. You got to catch this pay-per-view.
You got to do it. Go to ROH Honor Club right now, Fight TV. We will see you as the hour changes here at Best in the World.